Hello there, and welcome back to the Britwits. It's Friday. You know what that means. It's Final Fantasy Fridays with me, Dan, and Alex. Hi, Alex.
Hello. Yeah, you all right?
I forgot to say to it with the controller, and it's Final Fantasy X.
You did, yeah.
All the regular spiel. Hello, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Not too bad. I couldn't find a white shirt, so I've come looking, dressed like a kaleidoscope today.
I actually couldn't tell because it's actually very dark on. Like looking at your camera, it's dark on my camera for you.
Yeah, it's sepia when I'm wearing a yellow shirt.
Okay, yeah, cool. I mean, look,
shit vision.
When it comes to the edit, I'll know. Right, shall
But you won't because of my yellow walls.
You blend in, do you?
Same for me to know. Same for me to know. No one else.
That's it.
No one else benefits from this situation.
So anyway, we are fighting. We're heading towards. Oh, I remember these guys. So yeah, we are attempting to. You're not watching the stream.
No, we've been talking for like 45 minutes about nothing in 40 minutes. I was very late for nothing in particular.
Yeah, but still, like to watch the stream by now, mate. Surely.
I choose not to. So we're playing Final Fantasy X-2, aren't we?
We are playing Final Fantasy X-2.
Well, you're playing Final Fantasy X-2. I'm going to read this Easter egg.
Have you got an Easter egg? Have you actually got an Easter egg?
I do. Yeah, of course I do. There we are.
Oh, I love that. I love that for you.
It's
I'm
not
actually
one of the
upset that I
thin
don't have one.
ones. Yeah, it's not one of those horrible thin ones. It's one of the ones I've smashed on the counter so that I can get at the squishy end.
Hello, Apollo.
There we go.
Hello, Apollo.
Did you see the travesty of Easter eggs this year?
No, I was in Saudi, so I didn't see much Easter eggs.
Why not?
So there aren't any over there.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm not going to go down that road again. It's not fair.
I mean, it's my fault for bringing it up, to be fair. I should know better.
Just made it sound like I was going to go crusading, didn't it?
on account of Easter eggs and nothing more. My God.
Try and make a stand.
What does curse do? Nothing, because I'm curse proof. Get fucked. So we are on our way to fight the Major Sisters.
Yeah, you are.
Which didn't go well last time, and I'm not sure how to fix that.
No, I think the main issue last time was that you just were hitting all over the place. I think you've got to take out one of them.
Yeah, you got to focus fire, haven't you?
I've been thinking about this because it's been 3-4 weeks since we last did it.
Has been a little bit of time, yeah.
I know this because we didn't have Easter eggs then, and now we do.
Yeah, true.
Better think about it. And
the funny thing is that will still be topical because it's still close enough to Easter by the time this episode will be released.
Yeah, but also Easter eggs don't go off for a while, so
that is true.
You could hold off putting this up if you wanted to. Buy us a bit of time.
No, but I'm not going to because we're on a good streak right now, and I want to keep it.
We are, yeah, we are. Because what this will be the 4th or 5th uninterrupted one.
The 5th is ridiculous. Riku's about to die. Doomed. Right, I think we've still got this. So
is that the strategy then? We're gonna beat up one major system. This major system.
We are. Well, we're gonna beat up one major system and then deal with the rest.
And the minor systems.
Phoenix.
So what's new in the world of Damned? You've been in Saudi.
I've been in Saudi.
Which actually, I didn't realise that you've been abroad so much.
Yeah, so I went out there for the F1, which was very fun. Good week of work. What else is going on? What else has happened in my life? Preparing for Empire. Oh, that was really dumb. What I just did. Because I wasn't paying attention.
You messed it up, did you?
I did. I messed it right up.
Fine. We really should have a camera trained on this Easter egg, because I'm fucking demolishing it.
You demolish.
This is actually disgusting. I can put this down.
Just going in.
The Easter egg's nice. It's just I realised that literally over the course, I think with the tape's been running for what? Let's have a look. 5 minutes and 12 seconds. And after that would have been us doing our recordo stuff. And
did you refer to it as
in
the
that
tape?
time? Yeah.
Who are you?
What do you call it?
The recording.
When you record at home, when you record stuff, be it for others or private, what do you call it? Oh yeah, put it in the comments below.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah, sorry.
Engagement. Let's do it.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't literally just sitting here waiting for a reply like fucking Dora the Explorer.
I was like, what, have you got like a direct line to the audience, Alex? Like, why didn't you like share this with me?
We need to start doing Dora stuff. Like, I reckon you'd be good at it. You smile as much as Dora does.
I do. If not more, actually.
Yeah, and I know as many words. So between us.
Oh, but you only know them in English, right? I know you know Welsh.
We can always look it up. Hold on.
How many words does Dora know?
Well, ask him. Oh, I've put skip. No, hold on. Stop saying skip. Oh, that's what I know it's doing. It's picking up the chewing.
You are an absolute mess, Alex. Do you know that? You are a fucking mess, lad.
Why is it all going wrong?
I think I'm going to
the piston on my chair
immediately reflect.
And what's this wire for? Actually, still working.
I think that might have been a mistake. Oh no, it might not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet if that's a mistake or not.
Yeah, no, it probably can't. Just keep hitting the little one.
Yep, aiming for the little one. And then let's do dispel on the little one.
That's good, though.
That did a lot of damage. My God.
The good news is they messed up the chain. Because can you imagine if that Razia there came in at the end of the chain? That would have been
very bad.
One dead Riku.
It would have been. Okay. I think will Cura still work with Reflect? I wonder. Let's see what happens here.
Cura depends on if you're hitting everything or not.
Nope. I just killed the enemy. Great. Okay, so Reflect is a bad idea. Good to know.
Why'd you do that?
Because I was trying to stop, like basically doing exactly what's happening. So because she's casting random spells on us, then I'm reflecting them back and it is working. But I can't cure my friends anymore because of it.
You've not got items.
I mean, I've got items, but like I've got a white mage, so I was trying to use that more often, if I'm honest. Let's
Stop eating the Easter egg, Alex. Stop eating it. How many Easter eggs did you get, Dan?
I got one.
Did you get the one I sent you in the post?
You sent me one in the post?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Just in an envelope.
No, I didn't get it.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't imagine.
That did no damage in comparison that time. It's like a percentage thing, that one.
Is it, though? It does chain. I actually think you did make a good decision by doing Reflect. You just have to not then muck it up.
Yeah, I think it's going okay so far.
But that Camisade thing's horrible.
It is. It's very annoying.
It's stop, isn't it?
No, it's not. I don't think it is. I think
slows the bar.
It does some weird stuff. I don't think it's stop.
Because it, like, seemingly when you're hit, the bar doesn't fill for a second and then it starts again. So it's still like weirdly disruptive. They've got so much hit points.
They really do.
So much hit points. So many hit points.
Can you look up how many hit points they do have? Because I think you've got that. You've got access to that information.
Final Fantasy 2 hit point. Oh. No, not 2. No.
Final Fantasy 10-2.
No, hold on. No, not Final Fantasy 2. Final Fantasy 10-2.
You know you have a keyboard, right? So we're now in that bit where it's basically stopped us so much. Yeah, it is a percent. It goes. I don't know. It's weird.
Bloody hell, right.
This is the third one in a row.
Sisters. There we are. Major Sisters. That's Final Fantasy 10. We'll probably be able to switch over. There we go. Eject cookies. Oh, they've got separate articles. What an absolute pisser. This is going to be sorry, it's going to be really annoying. This is okay. So the tall one, Sandy.
Yep.
The one that's doing like the sassy stance.
Yep.
He's got 10,330 hit points.
Okay.
Then
I think this is game over. I don't think there's anything I can do about this now.
Cindy, who's the one
big
in
one.
a larger body.
Yep.
She's got 12,240 hit points. There is a health at any size joke there, but we'll leave that alone. And then, where's Mindy? Yeah. Mindy has 9,788. This does point out actually a very important point, which was I was suggesting taking out Mindy because I assumed she had a lot less hit points than anyone the others, but actually she doesn't have a lot less than Sandy, and Sandy does more damage.
I don't know. This Posado is very annoying though, but it doesn't seem like it can kill. Because that did like 3 damage per hit. That was really bizarre.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is a percentage. We'll look her up. Hold on.
Okay, another Mega Phoenix here. Okay, and then hopefully we get a chance with Yuna.
Basically, it's deliberately designed to reduce your hit points by 15 16.
Okay,
Quite
right.
specifically 15 16. So it will never kill you, but it will put you in the point where, like, anything will just die to assist through that.
Yeah, I think this might be game over anyway, but we've got a good strategy, I think.
I think so.
This is such a long animation. I was going to put the controller down for 2 minutes.
It's one of those irritating things, isn't it? Like, can you at least kill me quickly? Like, this isn't how I'd want to
No
go.
way of speeding it up. I'm trying, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no skip button for your demise.
No, there isn't.
So this week, Dan, I accidentally fell on the wrong side of history.
Oh, really?
Pure
What did you
accident. So, I finished Space Marine 2 recently, which was a very long time after I started playing. I gave it another go. So originally I was going to do a 5-hour review. My first 5 hours of Space Marine 2, I didn't enjoy it one bit.
Yeah, you said
But I knew
that
it was just me. Well, I just knew it was just me being grumpy. I knew there's nothing wrong with the game. Everyone else in the world's telling me it's amazing. So I was like, I'm not going to just do a review of something and say it's terrible if there's a risk that down the line I'm then going to think it's a really good game. Then I've got to basically do a second review which explains what kind of mental, you know, what kind of sort of like bizarre mental block I had on liking it. So I gave it a go and I actually really enjoyed it the second time I played it.
Oh, okay.
And it must have literally been that I needed to be sat effectively in a darkened room and just play it for 16 hours. Because, you know, if you just play it uninterrupted from start to finish, it's very good fun. If you try and like odds and sods it plays very differently to a lot of different shooters. That wasn't quite. I found it quite difficult to play initially. But that's not it. Not Space Marine. So I finished that and I was like, right, I'm going to play down the next thing where basically I did the same thing. So I had like I gave it a little go, didn't much care for it, and so I left it for a while. I haven't been paying attention to any news because I was specifically doing, as you know, like a social detox.
Yeah.
So I turned everything off. I closed all the curtains. I got robbed 3 times.
Just weren't aware of it.
This milk bottle's piling up, and then I don't even order milk. And I thought I'd just play the next thing on my list I haven't done. And the next thing I selected was Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh yeah.
And of course my Steam's public, and that happened to come in at exactly the same time as all of the gender court stuff this week.
The bloody
I was cheerfully sitting there playing Hogwarts Legacy. I'm just completely unaware of all of the world, what's going on in the world.
Honestly, I was very aware of that in particular, and I think it's an utterly ridiculous thing that our government have decided to do.
I think that'd be great. Like, it's one of the things where I just think It's just one of those situations where people don't know what they just opened the floodgates to.
Yeah.
What sort of like weird pseudo arguments people are leaving themselves open to, no matter which category of any type of thing or nature of thing they're in. It's now become a we can reflexively provide or script things based upon what dictionary definition we go for at that moment in time. So.
Yeah, it is.
And no matter what you're talking about, that's quite dangerous.
Yeah, I don't think this is the forum to get super into it, but
no,
mainly because if I do get super into it, I'll get very, very mad, and I don't want to do that on the channel. This is a fun channel, for the most part.
It's a safe place for me. I've just managed to flick
and
my
only
bank
you
card
actually.
somewhere across the front. Yeah, this is just for me.
This is clearly not a safe space for me.
No, I mean you're having your head caved in by major sisters yet again.
Actually, to be honest, I actually think we're winning here because I beat one of them.
All right, that's pretty good.
And
that's quick as well.
I think we're actually going okay because now everyone had a little die. I can actually heal everyone now, and everything's going pretty well. And I keep dispelling their not so mighty guards, so it's actually working out quite nicely. That was probably a bad timing to dispel that, actually. So it looks like Cindy's about to do it again. Hoping it goes off just before this dispel. Yes, it will. Lovely. And I'll just take it straight away. Cast dispel.
I was trying to work out exactly what the major sisters are meant to be, other than bugs.
I was going to say they're clearly meant to be bugs, Alex.
I'm like, what's their feet?
Bugs, Alex. Magic bugs.
Well, the weird thing is they appear in lots of different Final Fantasies.
Yeah, I think they're in they're in most, aren't they? It's like they're like the most repeated summon, I think, or something like that.
But they all just appear to. There's nothing in particular which is binds them together other than just being sisters.
Yeah, and I mean, there's also the side of it as there isn't anything in particular, like, so in the games that we've played, there isn't really a massive explanation for them, if you know what I mean.
I suppose that's the thing, they're not the focus of the games at all, are they?
No.
It's like Sid is in every single Final Fantasy game, and I've always found that to be absolutely absurd. I don't really know why. It's almost like, because they don't do that with every single character, I find it bizarre that there's always a Sid Reigns everywhere. And it's one of the weird things about this particular set of games is obviously they only refer to him as Sid.
Yeah.
But purely by knowing what all the other games are, you know that his surname's probably Reigns. Which also means that Riku's called Riku Reigns.
And Brother Reigns, yeah.
Brother Reigns. Brother Reigns is obviously he's actually part of the church.
I don't think so, by the way he acts.
Why? I mean, I think that's pretty on brand. I've got to say, the Church of Yevon is not it's a pretty weird place.
That is actually fair. And I was going to say, on church news, like the Pope dying on Easter Monday.
Church news,
which is one of the most Catholic things I think I've ever heard.
What, the Pope dying
on Easter Monday?
Yeah, I mean that was
like basically tagging Jesus out. It's.
Can you imagine if he'd actually died on like Good Friday? And then everyone just hanging around outside.
Just waiting, just in case.
Will he come back? It was weird they chose to go open cast it, though.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that. But I'm not sure if you're taking the piss or not. It's kind of hard to tell.
He did go open cast it. And it was weird because they carried him through the streets. But like an open casket. What if someone had like thrown an egg? That's now in the casket.
Yeah, I mean,
what if it rained?
What if?
What if a bird flew over and evacuated itself? There's like a whole list of reasons why you wouldn't do an open casket. There's like a billion reasons why you wouldn't do it, right?
Well, this is the point. Maybe you should have been consulted on it, mate. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, they have asked me to cast my vote for the next pope.
Who have you decided?
Queen Latifah.
Do you know what? In my head, I was like, what ridiculous thing is Alex about to say? And the only thing that popped into my head was Darren Brown. Like
Darren Brown's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it's equally ridiculous in the best way.
But I suppose the level of
Queen
decisiveness.
Latifah being the Pope, though.
Yeah, the level of decisiveness over Queen Latifah. Probably.
Straight in.
Boom.
She'd have to change her name though, wouldn't she? Like
no.
Or Pope Latifah, surely.
Pope Queen Latifah. But you have to hyphenate it.
Obviously, yeah, fair enough. It's like a double-barreled Pope. Well, that's the Major Sisters done.
In the downside as well of that is that Queen Latifah's not especially old, so she'd be Pope for something ages. You can't take back that decision. Hold on. How old is the Pope Queen Latifah?
You're a bad man.
Queen Latifah's 55, so she 55? Might die soon. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She might die in like 15 years. That'd be pretty good as popes go. How long did... Because there was one pope that lasted like 12 years, wasn't there?
I actually have no idea. I'm not up on my papal history.
Why not?
Why not?
No... You raised popes, but you don't know anything about popes.
I've got absolutely no stuff. Might have to go back to the ship and buy some stuff off Barkeep.
No, it'll be fine. He'll probably be down here. Oh.
Right. This is a whole B battle, this one. Which is nice, because we get a minute.
That's actually enough time for me to find my bank card.
Why do you want your... What? So you can register to vote for Queen Latifah?
I don't need to register to vote. It's already been done. And I've done it verbally on here as well. So, the Vatican are watching. Sorry for all the swears earlier, Your Holiness.
Oh, mate.
But I was sitting there. I became animated, and I just decided to fling a bunch of stuff out of my pockets along the floor, which I found extremely distracting for the rest of the episode.
Well, I just realised now I did an Alex and had my mouse cursor on the screen the entire time.
I didn't want to tell you. I actually thought it was my mouse cursor.
Oh, don't tell me there's going to be another. Don't tell me it's going to run straight into another fight.
Why wouldn't it?
Well, there hasn't been a save sphere, and I was expecting one.
Probably there's an auto save around here, right? You just defeated a boss.
There probably is, yeah, but that would be really naff if there isn't.
I don't know. It's that point in the game where that's possible. Do you remember with Raptor's final Aeon? Do you remember, like, just before there, how many bosses you had to do in a row before having any save spheres? Because we had that, you know, when we used to get the super green screen thing.
Yep.
Do you remember the fact that we had that literally just when we were seeing the Sin gets his arms blown off video, which meant I had to do 5 Sin fights in a row to capture 4 seconds of video.
Oh, I'm worried about this. Do you know what? This seems like a good place to end an episode. Right. We will be back. We will be back next week with more of Final Fantasy X-2. If you like the video, please like the video. Comment down below who you think the next post should be. Wrong answers only. And yeah, because anyone but Queen Latifah.
You heard it here first.
I'm just interested. What else was there? What else was I going to say? Yeah, follow us on Twitter. Follow us. Come see us on the Discord. Links are in the description and all that fun stuff. Alex, anything I've forgotten?
No, I don't think so. I think that pretty much covers it all.
It's pretty on. I'm getting there. You know, I'm learning. I'm building myself back up to it. Do you know what I mean? It's been a little while.
Yeah.
Anyway, lovely to see you all.
Down somewhere.
And we'll see you all next week.
On your way.
Bye.